And we are beginning our Celebrate Cities coverage this morning by diving into the history of the city where your ship comes in. Rob and Grant are live all morning at Mississippi Aquarium celebrating Gulfport, and that's where we find Rob right now with more. Good morning, Rob.
Hey, good morning, friend. Hope you're having a good start to the day. We passed you as we were leaving the station earlier this morning, and like you said, it is Tuesday. WXAV News 25, we are celebrating cities, and folks, we started this back last November. We did 4 cities. The response was overwhelming, so we decided to do it every month. Now, we do 2 a month, every second and every 4th Tuesday of the month. Last Tuesday, my little friend in the studio, Ansley, and I, we were in Bay St. Louis. What a beautiful day that was. And, you know, this morning, we're in downtown Gulfport. Now, folks, you know about Gulfport, right? My boy Chiggy, he always reminds me, this is where your ship comes in. Rightfully so. We're going to let you know why that motto was adopted by the city of Gulfport shortly. But again, we're in downtown Gulfport, the Mississippi Aquarium. Patrick Pearson and his crew, they're here with us. They're going to be joining us through the course of this morning. And of course, we've got lots of business owners, Historical Society, the Chamber, a lot to inform you on this Tuesday morning. Now, we still have a little bit of weather in the area, but that's going to clear shortly. But right now, I've got my Celebrate Cities hat on instead of chief meteorologist. So let's talk about the city of Gulfport just a little bit, folks. We're going to start back with some of the history in the area. The story of Gulfport is the story of the Industrial Revolution that defined the 20th century. And look, the town was conceived, built, and maintained for profit. To investors and other shareholders, a group of industrial titans saw the potential for wealth and had the means to make this happen. Now, you probably already know this. You know how big Gulfport is, right? It is the second most populous city in the state of Mississippi after, yeah, you guessed it, the capital, and that's Jackson. Now, along with Biloxi, Gulfport is the county seat of Harrison County and part of the Gulfport-Biloxi metropolitan area. As of the 2020 census, Gulfport's population 72,926, but the metro has a population of 416,259. So a shade under 500,000 people here closer to the coast. Along with the Gulf Coast, French colonists, well, actually, let me go back just a little bit. The area, of course, way back in the 16th, 15th, 17th century, this was occupied by indigenous cultures for thousands of years, culminating to the historical encounter between the Choctaw and the first European settlers. Now, along the Gulf Coast, French colonists founded nearby Biloxi and Mobile in the 18th century. In 1803, the Louisiana Purchase, that was when France acquired the area. An early settlement near the location known as Mississippi City appeared on a map of Mississippi from 1855 on. Gulfport was incorporated on July 28, 1898. And you may know this name already. The city was founded by William Hardy. Yeah, Hardy Court, right down the street as we head towards the east, towards Courthouse Road. In 1902, the harbor was...
We are continuing our Celebrate Cities coverage this half hour with another check-in with Grant and Rob at the Mississippi Aquarium. Rob is with us once again as we look ahead to some big events in Gulfport that are on the horizon. And I think he even has a special guest to introduce us to. Hey, Rob.
Ansley, yes, we are going to be talking about some upcoming events, but, you know, we're live, so we try to mix things up here at WXXV News 25, especially when we're having such a good morning. We're at the Mississippi Aquarium. Patrick Pearson and his crew gracious enough to invite us, and we're going to have a lot coming up, but take a look at what I've got over here. First of all, this is Chelsea Rim. Good morning, Chelsea.
Good morning, Rob. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
And thank you for waking up early and being with us. We know you guys had a big event here last night, so thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
And as we begin this 6 o'clock hour with you all, we're going right out to Gulfport and all the Celebrate Cities fun with Rob and Grant. Grant is joining us now with some of our friends from the Mississippi Aquarium as they graciously serve as our hosts this morning. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning, Ansley, and good morning, South Mississippi. Our second hour of Celebrate Cities Fun in Gulfport begins, and Rob and I have had so much fun already. We've been here for about 2 hours now. We've made some new friends, animal and human friends alike, and I'm joined by one of them right now, the marketing director for the Mississippi Aquarium, Patrick Pearson. And Patrick, thanks for being with us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Absolutely, and it's been such a great welcome here at the aquarium. One of the things I'm struck by is that at the aquarium, there's just so much to do.
There really is, and especially since we've opened the building we're in right now, the Changing Tides building, opened in August of last year, and it's really added, we added 23 exhibits, and it's added time to the length of stay, and now we are about a 2.5-hour attraction, so it's really worked out well for us.
I talked to you off camera about this. I remember when this building was just a big open event space, you couldn't tell, that this was once just a wide open space anymore.
Right, our team did an amazing job. I actually joined the aquarium last March, and they built out this building in 6 months, which has got to be record time for a construction project.
That's really a rapid pace, Patrick. One of the things I'm also struck by is how fast time flies. The aquarium opened in 2020, and it's been a few years now, but the thing I'm also struck by is the continuous growth, not just staying in one place, staying stagnant. There's always avenues and plans to grow.
Well, there's so much competition for family entertainment nowadays, and we try to do a little more. We're starting to do little festivals, and we had a St. Patrick's Day festival that was very successful, and we've got our penguin Easter egg hunt this Saturday where we're gonna hide 10,000 candy-filled eggs for the kids. So we're looking forward to that, and we've got to thank Rob for the nice weather. So we're trying to do more and more of those things that just are a little extra that bring us over the top in terms of decision making for a family.
And you mentioned it. This is another entertainment option, for families here in Gulfport and the greater South Mississippi region. But there's also such an important mission too. I go back to those 3 pillars that I'm always thinking about that are at the heart of the aquarium's mission.
Yeah, education, conservation, and community are our 3 pillars, and that the 3 sails in our logo and the big 3 sails at the front represent those pillars, and truly everything we do, even something as promotional as an Easter egg hunt, we're going to use it as an opportunity to talk about penguins. A lot of people don't realize that penguins lay eggs, so we thought this was a great opportunity to educate folks, and it really is a place to come to where you're getting entertained, but there's also a educational element.
And I know, the aquarium employees take that education, aspect on the road too. I've seen aquarium workers and employees at different events bringing animals. I know you have the capability to take some out using some vehicles and whatnot. And I always just find that so cool, maintaining that presence wherever you are in South Mississippi.
Yeah, our mobile classroom is super popular, especially in the outer edges of our region where they can't necessarily bring a field trip here, so we come to them. And we'll take a shark or some other animal, a snake or something like that. And a lot of these kids are in Title I schools and they never would have an opportunity to see those animals. So that has worked out really well for us.
Yeah, and another thing I'm thinking about as well, in just the past couple of weeks, that CTA pedestrian tram bridge just opened just outside the front door. Of course, the old Harrison County Library is a big part of this surrounding area. So I really feel like the aquarium has helped the surrounding downtown area of Gulfport grow, by leaps and bounds.
Absolutely. The pedestrian bridge has been a game changer for us. I mean, we're seeing a lot more foot traffic crossing right in front of our front gate. So it definitely changes our perceptions and thoughts about how we expand in the future. And we have some capital projects in mind that will make this space even more accessible to residents of Gulfport.
And that's the big thing. There are no signs of slowing down for the aquarium anytime soon. The years to come are going to be very busy, but also very rewarding.
Absolutely. I mean, in the attractions business, you're only as good as your next new attraction. And this year we've added the virtual reality pods, which have been a huge success. And we have plans. We have a 10-year plan. So we hope to add other additions over the next several years. Right now, we're trying to get across the finish line for our penguin house and our penguin habitat. We've raised $6 million of $9 million that it's going to take to build that. So we're hyper-focused on that this year.
Hyper-focused indeed. Well, Patrick, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us. I mean, just really exciting, the things that are happening here at the aquarium, and thank you for sharing some of those things with us.
Well, thanks for coming. You guys are always welcome.
Absolutely, and I know we've got a jam-packed hour of Celebrate Cities fun coming up in this 6 o'clock hour. Rob will have a look at the forecast in just a few minutes as well, but for now, reporting live inside the Mississippi Aquarium here in Gulfport, Grant Chighizola, WXXV News 25.